Okay, welcome back for part 2 of our week 1 overview. Again, screencast only allows 15-minute videos, so in general, the overview videos will not be this long, but just because it's the first week and I had some policies to go over, that makes this one a little bit longer. So let's get started on the week 1 overview. Here's what's happening this week in our college writing course. Okay, so first is our Zoom class on Monday. We are going to go over Serial, which is the podcast that we're going to use. I call it background noise for the semester because everything that we write about is going to be somehow related to the podcast. We are listening to season 1 of Serial. There are actually 3 seasons to the podcast, but we're going to do the first one. And so I'll introduce the podcast to you, talk a little bit about it. We'll listen to some of episode 1. But in general, it's just an overview of the syllabus, how D2L is set up. It's about our writing units. It's all about introductions and getting started. So it's super important that you come on time and that you have your camera on. Okay, so after class, go ahead and get started on the week. First, you're going to do the introduction discussion board. You're going to first get your picture in D2L, and there are directions on how to do that. Next, you're going to fix your reply settings so that when you reply to your classmate's post, it does not include the original post in the reply. That is super important, and we'll know if you don't fix this because your replies will have the original post and they'll gunk up our discussion board and everyone will see that. So get it fixed, please. Then a lot of students always ask, Jan, you're the teacher, are we supposed to read yours? And yeah, I'm in your class, so yes, you can read mine, and yes, you should reply. I'll be replying to all of you, so yes, you can reply to me. You must reply to your podmates, but it'd be really nice to meet everybody, but you are required to at least reply to your podmates. And again, after our first Zoom class, I will post the different pods. Again, there'll be 8 to 9 students in each pod, again, just to take our number of 54 and make it manageable for you for discussion boards. Okay, the directions for the discussion board post are on D2L. In those discussions for the post, it will also tell you how to add your picture to D2L, and it will also tell you how to fix your reply settings. So please pay attention to all of that. Then the next thing you're going to do is Serial Episode 1. We may or may not listen to some of it in class. If we do, you'll just finish the episode, and if we don't, based on time, then you'll just listen to the whole episode. It's about 50 minutes long. You're going to listen, and then you'll write your first discussion board post. And here is a screenshot of the prompt, but you'll see that once you click on the discussion topic. And so please make sure that when you write your initial post, which remember, because it's a discussion board, is due on Wednesday, please make sure you're being specific, that you're a college level engaged responder here. We do not want very simplistic replies. You should be actually posting with some sophistication. If you need help, there is a link to a blog that'll go over how to write a reflection paper. You're going to see it again because you will be doing some reflective writing this week. But in general, I would say text evidence is helpful and be specific. Okay, you are graded on your discussion board posts, so please make sure you do a good job. And again, it's due Wednesday night, and then you'll check back to your podmates and reply and have that discussion, and that's through Friday. Okay, so then there are 2 7-minute writings this week. Please know that these 2 different discussion boards are private discussion boards. They are only between you and me. No one else in our class can see them. Only I can. And so that will free you up to write some things maybe that you wouldn't want the whole class to see, but maybe you'd be comfortable with just me seeing. So there is just a letter to me in your first one, and it's just in general so I can understand your past writing instruction. And then there is a coming of age prompt. And this is just some topic mining maybe for our personal narrative. It also connects a little bit to Serial and to episode 1. So all of those things are things you can think about, okay? So 2 7-minute writings this week, and we mean it literally, like set your timer for 7 minutes and write what you can in that time, okay? Your first VoiceThread is this week. VoiceThread is a program that allows me to talk to you. It's a little bit different in a video because you get to talk also. And so this is your very first VoiceThread. It's super easy to use. Here is a screenshot of what it will look like when you click on it. And if you click here, this is what will come up. This is the text I'm using in the VoiceThread, so it's super important that you print it and you read it before you start the VoiceThread, or you might be a little bit lost. Then on certain slides, I will ask you to participate in the VoiceThread. In this VoiceThread, there's 25 slides, and I think it's like later on, like slide 15, 16, something like that, or 18, I can't remember which one. But I do a lot of talking first, because ordinarily this would have been a lecture in class. So instead, I'm going to do all that lecturing, and then I'm going to ask for you to participate and do some learning. And again, here on the screenshot, I'll just show you when you want to add your own reply, you just click this little plus down here. And when you click on the plus, you have some options. You can either record yourself, so you can talk to me, or you can type. You can also do a video. I've never had a student do that, but that'd be pretty cool if you did. So in general, VoiceThread is a chance for you to actually record your voice and talk back to me when I ask a question. It kind of mimics a class discussion the best we can do in an online environment. And again, it's super easy to use. You just click the plus and then choose whether you want to type to me, do a video reply, or do an audio reply. And if you don't have a microphone on your computer, you can even have VoiceThread call you and you can talk that way. So lots of options, but it's super intuitive and easy to use, and students don't have any trouble. So don't be scared of it and just give it a try. That is one of your assignments this week. Then last thing you're going to do this week is an informal writing. This is a blog post by Zakaya. It's called Good Muslims Do Bad Things Too. This connects to Serial, Season 1, Episode 1. And so your job is to kind of talk about those connections. So you'll see here what you're being asked to do, what's the main point, what traits that connects to the VoiceThread. So you see you have to do that first, and you have to have listened to Serial. So you can't do this until the last assignment because it builds on what we've done this week. You're going to concentrate on what the connections are between this blog post and Serial, and then your own life. Make sure you're using text evidence from Serial and from the blog post. And then you will submit that in the assignment folder, and then you are done for week 1. Don't forget that week 2 will open Friday, and it's, August 28th. Yep. It begins August 28th, so week 2 opens on Friday, and you can get started on week 2. That means watching the overview video just like this one. It means printing the assignment schedule and making a plan to get the work done for week 2, and planning any questions you might have for our second Zoom class. That'll be a lot less introduction-ish and a lot more just let's dive in and start learning some grammar and some sentence construction stuff. Okay, that's it for week 1. I can't wait to meet you on Monday in Zoom. You can certainly email me with questions before that, but I can't wait to see you then. Have a great weekend.